Can you hear me? Loud and clear or soft? Is it soft or clear? Clear. Is it loud or quiet? Okay. Okay.
Just to let you know, Linda, I'm not at home right now, so I might have a little.
How about on this one? Still hear me clear? Okay.
Okay, can you make sure pop-ups are allowed? So I might have changed it. So you need to go into settings, and we need to make sure pop-ups are allowed. There should be something like a wheel of some sort of gray wheel towards the bottom. Yes. Settings for the computer. And we're going to allow pop-ups. want me to talk into here and we can see if we can hear both? Can you hear both right now? Is it pretty good? Yeah, check, check. Can you hear us okay? Doing pretty good?
1-9 or 1-2.
Rob doing the most of it. I'm just doing the announcement. I mean, we're
Testing
doing
1-2. Testing 1-2 3-4. Testing. Testing 1-2 3. live, Brent? All right, good evening. Welcome to the Stormcast, brought to you by Sportscast Media Network, home of CPU Athletics. This is Rob Leibel and Dan Burke with tonight's wrestling double duel between CPU, Anamosa, Central Elkader, and Washington, Iowa. The Storm and Pointers are coached by Matt Grennan, Don Westendorf, Bruce Tweeten, Blair Feasley, Landon Tweeten, and Shane Light. Anamosa's head coach is Brett Jones, assistant coaches Chris Looney, Cam Jones, John Scranton. Central Elkader, Joe Cohen, assistant coaches Tim Rupard, J.T. Cunningham, Colton Leapster, and Isaac Frieden. And from Washington, head coach Brent Van Welden. Assistant coaches Justin Chambers, Jeff Haslett, Sean Ellingson. Tonight, we'll have both double duels going on at the same time, Burke. And on the black and gold mat, we'll start tonight, and we will have CPU versus Anamosa. And on the black mat, we'll have Central Elkader and Washington, and we'll start at weight class 160. The second match tonight, or second duel tonight, Burke, on the black and gold mat, we'll have CPU and Central Elkader, and then we'll have Anamosa and Washington on the black mat, and that weight class will start at 170. And then the last matches tonight, we'll have CPU versus Washington and Anamosa versus Central Elkader, and they'll start at weight class 182. Before we get started tonight with the first duel, there are a few people that I'd like to bring on tonight, and Dan Burke. How you doing tonight, Dan?
All right, Rob. Very good. First wrestling meet of the year on the Stormcast tonight. We're excited about that. The first home meet for CPU. We do have a lot of results from last week. You might think there's not a lot going on with the COVID, but there's actually a lot going on so far. So we're just going to kind of update you guys on what went on. On Friday, December 4th, the CPU girls basketball team beat Beckman in a close game, 67-61, which Brett and I did on the Stormcast. The boys, unfortunately, did lose to Dyersville Beckman 74-51, but it was close at half. On Saturday the 5th, the wrestlers here at Storm and Pointer Wrestlers participated in the Williamsburg duels. They did finish 1-4 for 7th place. They beat Eddyville Blakesburg, but lost two close ones to Xavier and Van Meter Earlham. Also, we would like to put a big thank you out to our sponsors. We really appreciate all you guys do helping get this thing going. First of all, let's start with Centerpoint Bank and Trust. They offer a wide range of banking services. They're invested in the community, and all starts with our students. Best of luck to CPU from Centerpoint Bank and Trust. And the Storm Zone Athletic Center. They're a full-service gym. They offer cardio equipment, circuit and free weights, tanning, personal training, group fitness, massage, and martial arts. Group fitness classes include yoga, cardio kickboxing, bar, work, and more. That's the Storm Zone Athletic Center. And Keystone Savings Bank. They invite you to see them for your mortgage loan needs and to check out their CD specials. Keystone Savings Bank is a member of FDIC and an equal opportunity lender. And Complete Automotive. They specialize in auto body paint repair and overall collision work on all vehicles, big and small. Stop in today for a free estimate at Complete Automotive. Centerpoint Insurance. Their mission is to provide each and every client with superior customer service and cost-effective insurance programs tailored to meet their needs. Regardless of the size or scope of the business, their goal is to establish valuable relationships with their clients. That's Centerpoint Insurance. In Centerpoint Family Dentistry, they're a small-town dental practice with small-town touches of caring and personal attention. That's the luck to CPU from Dr. Steve and Anderson at Centerpoint Family Dentistry. Flowers by Shayna invites you to check out their selection on their Facebook page and website at flowersbyshayna.com. Best of luck to CPU on the mat this year. Edward Jones and financial advisor Andy Woolridge are proud to support the CPU student body and the area communities of Centerpoint and Branham. Best of luck to the Storm Pointers this season. And Centerpoint Foods reminds you to shop local and win big. Centerpoint Foods is the proud sponsor of CPU athletics, students, and area communities. Discerning Wealth is a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. They're dedicated to helping you to make better financial decisions. Best of luck, CPU. And the CPU All Sports Booster Club can sponsor CPU athletics, both financially and promoting school pride. Meetings are held the second Wednesday of each month at 6 p.m. in the high school room 1230. The Booster Club buys news, updates equipment in the weight room, plus many other purchases. Thanks to all who support the CPU All Sports Booster Club, and good luck to the Storm Pointers. Rob? up?
Well, Burke, I'm looking forward to this first meet of the year here hosted at CPU. I think we've got a lot of great matches. We've got some teams that are from around the state, north and south of here. That Washington's always been pretty salty over the last couple of years, and you got Anamosa, which one thing, Burke, I really kind of like to see is you look into Anamosa's lineup. I think they have as many girls out as they have boys out, and that's just great for the sport. That's great for the program, and I like to see that. But no, I'm really looking forward to that here, Bert. So
Definitely trending upward.
yes,
That's a good sign for Iowa.
absolutely. So we're going to get ready for the national anthem here, and we'll be with you in just a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise, direct your attention to our nation's flag for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, so what our plan is that I'll probably be doing a lot of the play-by-play during the CPU varsity matches, and Coach Burke here, he will keep you updated on the second match over here on the black mat with Central Elkader in Washington. The first couple of matches on each mat, I think they're going to have some kind of exhibition matches or kind of just some JV freshman matches, and then we'll get to varsity matches. But we'll try to keep you updated on both matches. But we will spend a little more time on the CPU cast. But we're pretty excited. Talked to Coach Grennan today at lunch, and he's ready to wrestle at home in front of the fans. And
I know the first meet, Rob, they had a lot of guys on quarantine. Not a full squad, had a few injuries. So I know it wasn't where he wanted to be that first match. But
yep.
We're all kind of dealing with it.
Yep. So looking forward. I'd like to see too, Coach Burke. You look out on the floor, and I always give Coach Clayton, Coach Halleck a hard time that the best thing in a gymnasium is wrestling mats on the floor. But I had to give him a hard time. But also looking out there today, we got two real nice, experienced officials here tonight. Bob Murphy, who's a Hall of Fame official and great guy, and then you got Kenny, who's been around for a while too. So we got two real nice officials here tonight. But
oh yeah, I've worked clock down there for many years, and I got to know those referees. They are Murph's great.
Yep,
and,
they're both great.
Kenny,
great ambassadors for the sport here. So
yeah, it should be a fun night. Anamosa in blue. You got Central Elkader in red. You got CPU in their black and gold. And Anamosa in their blue as well. So, and Washington, Iowa. I think they're going to be in their black with orange.
yeah, a little orange and black trim.
So, in our first match in the black mat will be Anamosa and Central Elkader.
Try to get you some names here, Burke, as soon as they get them up on track wrestling here. A little bit different the last couple of years. We're used to doing paper and pen, and now we're all computer and technology now, Burke. So they'll load them up here. And
like you said earlier, Rob, Central Elkader's got a young lady here wrestling it this way here.
looks
Good
like
to see that.
weight class 126 here.
126. You have a takedown by Anamosa.
Try to look here. It's not loading on track wrestling here, Burke. So if we looked at 126.
Let's see if we can get some names here. It says open here, so Central Elkader 126. There's no name there, but Brandy Beatty, maybe they have it 132.
Yep.
Just for Brandy. She did get an escape, so it's 2-1 Anamosa. Both on their feet at this point. The escape. And CPU's getting ready to wrestle over here in the gold match against Anamosa. Like Zoe Whitty over there, Rob.
Yep, Zoe, and then you got a girl from Anamosa. We're not loading the JV matches here, Burke, or the exhibition match, so I'm going to try to go out and come back in and see if I can't find.
Hey, Zoe Whitty did have a headlock, tried to get the takedown, wasn't able to get it. Anamosa's up 2-0. I'll tell you this about Zoe Whitty, Rob. She's going to join the National Guard here after her senior year. She's been working in that weight room pretty hard too as well.
Awesome.
The wrestling, so. We're at 4-2
All
on
right,
the other JV
there we go.
match.
So we have Zoe Whitty from Center Point Urbana wrestling Michaela Scranton from Anamosa there, Burke.
Okay, and
then
Michaela does have a takedown,
Yep.
and she's looking like turn Zoe here, maybe get some back
Yep.
points.
And then we will have Maggie Wagner from Anamosa and Brandy Beatty from Central Elkader.
Okay,
Zoe's down 0-2 against Michaela from Anamosa. And Maggie Wagner from Anamosa has a 4-1 lead over Brandy Beatty of Central Community. Or excuse me, Central Elkader.
start of the second period here in the Anamosa Elkader match.
Yep. Zoe's got a nice little half Nelson there. She's got Scranton on her back.
Oh, she got
And
it.
got the pin.
Zoe Whitty,
Whitty.
senior.
Nice job for Zoe. Over on this other match where we have
Looks like Maggie Wagner is going to get a pin here probably, Rob. 131 to
she's
go.
got her in a nice cradle
Yeah,
there.
she's got to get her hips out a bit more and get that both shoulders down.
All right, the next match we're going to have over here on the black and gold mat, we're going to have a CPU.
Looks like Liam Juwan.
Liam Juwan.
Three back points there for Maggie Wagner. She's up 7-2 in the second period.
Looks like she's running the half too, Bert. She's got
Good
a
job by Brandy Beatty getting out of that though. Oh boy. Yep, she got it back again. Maggie Wagner is going to get the pin for Anamosa.
All right, so on the black and gold mat with CPU, we're going to have Liam Juwan facing Tate Peterschmidt of Anamosa.
Liam Juwan, the younger brother of Daniel Juwan, a senior on the wrestling team as well.
So did you say Maggie from Anamosa got that pin there, Bert?
She did. She did.
All right, Liam's
Maggie.
on a kind of a underhook. Headgear falls off.
Okay, Rob for Anamosa. Looks like we got
Yep, it's not
two more
loaded.
gals here.
Yeah, it'll load here. It looks like E. Waters versus Medberry.
Emily Waters, okay.
And then
Against Maria Medberry,
Yep,
okay.
there you go.
Medberry's a senior. Not sure about Emily for Anamosa, but we'll see. First period getting started right now.
Mr. Grinna might be grabbing some duct tape here for Juwan here if that headgear keeps falling off.
Maria's listed as 138 pound on the varsity, but this is the JV match. But
Looks like we're going to
Liam's
try.
having a headgear issue.
Just so you know, Burke, on that next match over there, we'll have Fisher versus Sir and Keaton marked with Paget. So
Okay.
they're kind of loading a little quicker now here. So Liam's
Okay.
got a little tie underneath.
All right.
Peter Schmidt's got a nice little underhook underneath. Juwan's reaching in on a single leg. Liam just needs a nice to do an outside trip right to Peter Schmidt's back. He does roll over for a 2-point. Liam's working that power half onto the right-hand side. That left forearm buried in the back of his neck there, Bert. Keeping Peter Schmidt flat, what I like to see young wrestlers do is making sure that they're on top, that wrestler is down. He's got a little grapevine action going on,
yes,
Bert, with
he
his
does.
leg inside the other leg. He is getting back points. So right now we have 3 near.
Maria Medberry for Central Elkader is up 2-0 with a takedown over Emily Waters in the JV match on this black match.
So Liam Juwan is up 5-0 in this exhibition match versus Tate Peterschmidt from Anamosa. Oh, he's got a deep power half.
Yes, he does.
He can adjust and get chest to chest.
Oh, he got a little too much, a little too far, but
Younger wrestlers like that, Burke, they just need to settle in a little bit. And he's buried for the pin. Nice job for Liam Juwan with the pin over Tate Peterschmidt. With 57 seconds left to go in the first period, so 1:03, Burke. My math is correct.
Yep, that's right. All right, on the black mat, we have a 2-0 lead for Maria Medberry. Start of the second period. Medberry is deferring to the third period.
All right, so this next match we're going to have I think they got the names wrong here. It should be Keaton Mark and Mason Paget.
Looks like Coppice. Looks like Coppice out there for CPU.
I would think that Landon and Neil would. Yep, they're switching it up now on us.
All right. 1:42 in the second period here. Central Elkader and Anamosa, Emily Waters. Down 2-0. Both girls on their feet.
All right, so we have Kyle Coppice from Center Point Urbana wrestling Aiden Koob from Anamosa. Coppice has got he's around behind him, trying to take him down. His hands are locked, but if he gets in, he's got to release that. Oh, he did. So we got a 2-point takedown by Coppice. He's up 2-0 over Koob of Anamosa.
And on the black mat, we have a 4-0 lead. Medberry just got another takedown. 2 takedowns, and she's got a nice hold on the wrist there. Looking to get some back points here, possibly a pin.
So Coppice is going to give up a penalty point for locked hands, but then Koob got out on the escape, so we have a 2-2. 2-2. Koob gets the 1-point escape plus a 1-point tech point. So we got a 2-2 match versus Coppice and Koob. And Coppice is on a deep single. Head to the outside. Oh, and just
Nice
loses.
move. He just didn't finish it.
Didn't finish it. Get outside. Koob gets a 2-point takedown there. Nice reversal by Coppice.
Good to see Coppice back. Going out for wrestling this year. That's a great move for him. Good football season this fall.
Locked hands again for Coppice, sorry. He may have to, the coaches might have to tell them that he needs to, another point for Koob, technical, locked hands. Older coach Tweeten has given him the stare down and said he needs to go to that knee instead of trying to locking his hands around that way. So we got a 5-4 lead, Koob over Coppice of Center Point Urbana. Got it again. If he does it again, he's gonna have to forfeit the match.
Yep.
He gets 2 points on that tech, so we got the 1-point escape plus the 2-point tech. So now we have a score of 8-4, Koob over Coppice. So into two.
And into the third period in the black mat, Rob, we got 6-0. Maria Medberry, the senior, over Emily Waters. And we got the pin. Medberry got the pin. 1:32 to go in the third period.
Coppice is going to defer to the third period here. I'm hoping the coaches are going to let him, they're just going to let him up. They're going to let him up. Worried about locking that hands for the disqualification here. So we have a 9-4 lead. Nine-4 lead for Koob over Coppice. On this mat over here, Mr. Burke, we got Maddie Fisher and Rebecca Sir.
Okay, Rebecca Sir.
Good hand control up on the top there, good head control. Trying to duck under there.
Maddie Fisher, you said?
Yep.
Anamosa.
Coppice is on a nice double, just needs to finish it. Needs to walk it in, and he just gives it up underneath. takedown for Koob, right to Koppas's back. He's getting too near fall and pin for Koob. Kyle battled in there for a while.
And Matty Fisher gets the pin as well, Rob, on the black mat.
All right,
32 seconds into the first period over Rebecca Surr, the sophomore. So good job by Matty Fisher.
Okay. I think we have a Mabe. I think that's Braden Mabe up on the black and gold mat for CPU. Once these get loaded, Burke, I'll give you names on the other mat.
Braden Mabe's doing a really good job in the weight room as well.
Good. Good, good, good. So we're going to have Braden Mabe from Center Point Urbana and Drew Staub of Anamosa. And I think, Coach Burke, we are maybe getting ready to go to our varsity matches here. We're going to do the flip.
Like yep. Washington versus Central Elkader.
And they're going to start at weight class 160, Burke, 160.
Okay.
And if we get a final, let's make sure we write those finals. Boy, Braden Mabe's in on a deep single.
He is, Rob.
And takedown out of bounds.
Yeah,
They're going to give him the 2. Nice takedown there for Braden Mabe. Kenny's going to call them out of bounds, and they're going to go back to the middle of the mat. Looks like Central.
160 Central Elkader. It looks like it's going to be Sam Elkader.
Yeah, I'll be able to tell you. I'm going to flip over here, Burke, to another.
It looks like Central Elkader is going to get a forfeit at 160.
Yep, it looks like Sam Elkader, a freshman for Central Elkader, got the forfeit there, Burke, did you say?
Yep, looks like it, yep.
Okay, so that was 160. This will be 170. And once they load it, how's Braden Mabe doing over there, Mr. Burke?
Right now, he's up 2-1, and he's on top right now looking for a pinning combination. 42 seconds to go in the second period. So the 170 match here, what do you got?
I'm so waiting for it to load, but it looks like it's going to be.
Oh, Rob, we got Mabe here on a pin. He's got a near fall. He's got to get those hips
bellied
down.
out there a little bit. All right, so we have Griner from Washington versus Wilwert from Central Elkader.
Okay.
So Griner and Willert.
All right. Griner for Washington is a freshman.
Okay.
170. We got a junior and Willard for Elkader.
All right, so we have another exhibition match on between Anamosa and CPU. Looks like we have Keaton Mark and Paget from Anamosa. So Burke, you keep working on the varsity match of Washington and Central Elkader, and I'm going to finish up the CPU.
We got Willard for Elkader on the takedown. They're up 2-0. Minute to go in the first period. Well, it's nice to see. Nice to see a lot of JV kids out here at the CPU.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm glad that sometimes you go to back in the day, Burke, you'd go to some of these duels, and coaches wouldn't want to try to get their kids wrestling matches and stuff. So it's always nice to see that those kids have been putting in the work. And
yes.
Sometimes over the years you find that diamond in the rough, and it's good to be there. So we have Keaton Mark versus Mason Paget from Anamosa. Keaton was in on a low leg single, but Paget backed out there. Good hand fighting, good moving around here, working on the back of the necks. Good circling by Keaton Mark. Burke, we still got a 2-0 score over there.
2-0 right now.
What do we got for a team score over there, Burke?
6-0 in favor of Elkader on the forfeit at 160.
All right. Keaton was in on a long single, but just not. Paget kind of gave up on that crossface. I would guess Kenny's going to call a stalemate here pretty soon. He likes lots of action.
Keaton Mark, a senior out there. You gotta love that too, Rob.
Get your feet back. And he's kind of battled some injuries over there too, and I think,
Yeah. I know some football time. Yeah, a little football thing going with the shoulder. And
I wonder why Kenny stopped that, because it looked like there was still motion going on, but we still have 0-0 with Keaton Marked and Mason Padgett from Anamosa. Burke, how are we doing over there?
On the black mat, the 170 match varsity right now, it's Central Elkader up 4-1. Greiner just got a escapes to make it 4-1.
Okay. Keaton's on a nice little front headlock and does get the takedown for 2. Keaton Mark up 2-0 with about 30 seconds left to go in the first. Keaton's trying to work that kind of that half Nelson, but you got to have the body flat to work on that. But Keaton's still working hard, kind of flatten him out a little bit.
Potentially dangerous move there on Willard, but he does have a 6-1 lead here.
Burke is the word, elongate. Is that a word for us to use?
I think it is.
All right, well, that's what Keaton Mark was trying to do with this kid from Anamosa.
Elongate him? Yeah, elongate him. Kind of a verb, right?
We might need to call Mrs. Popenhagen or Mrs. Usman or anybody.
Clarification on the vocabulary.
Anybody from the English department, if you want to reach out to Coach Burke and I, that would be great.
All right, we're in the second period, a minute to go. Halfway through this match here at 170, 6-1 right now, Central Elkader. We got an injury timeout there, Rob?
I think we got blood on Keaton.
Okay.
I don't know who's bleeding, but there's blood somewhere, Mr. Burke.
Looks like they're taping up his knee, so he might have a scab there or something. Ooh, Willard's got that.
Oh, that's a deep double chicken wing there, Mr. Burke.
We'll see if this freshman from Washington can scramble out of this one.
He did.
He did, yeah.
Kind of swam out of it.
Nice work by the freshman.
You get a double chicken wing on a night, Burke. You're going to feel it tomorrow morning, kid.
Especially with 2 more matches to go if you're going all 3 tonight.
I'm not sure I could get in a double chicken wing anymore, Burke. I might cry a little bit.
You might need a chiropractor, Rob. Might need to call Bonner, Dr. Bonner.
We got Lopata out there tonight, our trainer, helping out of the mat, cleaning up the mat.
What a great job she does for all of our sports.
What I like about it too is that she's personable with her kids. She's great. She does a nice job here for our athletic program.
Yes, she does. With other teams, she's got that great person attitude.
All right,
so start of the third here, Rob. 6-1. Central Elkader's in the lead.
We got 16 seconds left in the first period with Keaton Mark over Padgett of Anamosa. Stand up by Padgett. Keaton does a nice job of controlling his hips, getting him back down. He's got a little 2-on-1 on the side. Nice job. Tries to get that half on the other side. Keaton's doing a nice job keeping the hips down. Nice job to finish that period there for Keaton Mark. What period are we in over here, Burke?
Third period, 8-2 right now. 8-2. Greiner just got an escape for Washington to make it 8-2. But right now, Sean Willard looks pretty solid. Looking to get their takedown here.
Looks like we're going to have another expedition match here after we have Keaton Mark and Padgett. Keaton's on a kind of an outside single, but he kind of was a little far away to get to it, and Padgett is doing a nice job sprawling. He's trying to do a crossface.
Keep the ankle. Lift the ankle.
And they're going to give him 2 there, so Padgett gets a 2-point takedown.
2-2. And Willard over here on this black mat, Rob, got another takedown. It's 10-2. Just under a minute to go.
He's got that arm bar. Oh. He's got that arm bar pretty tight, come across and locked it in. Bob's keeping an eye on if it's going to be safe. And he switches over.
I'll tell you what, Chase Greiner is really battling out there. It's 10-3, but he's a freshman going against a junior. You got to like to see that.
He's got some. Oh, and he caught him in did he catch him in the headlock there, Bert?
I don't think he's going to get no leverage there, Rob.
Yeah.
But he did, yeah.
Now, we've been getting lots of shout-outs here tonight, but we want to give a shout-out to our CPU activities director, Scott Kriegel, putting this together. And we've got all kinds of new systems going on with everything, but just with the COVID and everything like that, huge shout-out to Scott Kriegel and our athletic director. Couldn't do it without him.
Boy, his desk calendar's got to be a mess.
Yeah. Especially the next couple of days, depending on what happens tomorrow. So.
Well, we got 170 match. Sean Willard's going to be victorious. Score is 12-3 over the freshman Chase Griner, now at 182.
All right, Burke, let me get you. Looks like we're going to have. That was Griner and Wilwert that just wrestled, right? So they're loading here, Burke.
Could be a Jacob
I don't think we
Hill,
could put any
possibly?
more computers up here, Burke. And the two of us running it, that's
It's kind of scary.
our staff would be very proud of you, Coach Burke, with all these technology equipment up here. But they're loading this next match, but it's our 182-pound match.
Right now, team score, Central Elkader's up 10-0 over Washington after 2 matches.
We still have Keaton Mark over here. All right, Burke, you're going to have Jacob Hill from Washington and Sherburne. Sherburne? Sherburne?
looks like
Sherburne from
Nate
Central.
Sherburne,
The sophomore versus a junior here.
Okay.
Keaton Mark is laid flat out here in period 2 with a minute left.
2-2 in the second, huh?
Padgett's working some double arm bars. Oh, Keaton needs to get up off his base, and ooh, Padgett's pretty strong. Got the half Nelson locked in pretty tight. He does have it locked in pretty tight. Keaton can. I keep looking up at the clocks, Burke, instead of the clocks on the floor now. Got about 30 seconds left in the second period. Tell you what, if Padgett would adjust here a little bit, and there's the pin for Padgett.
Well, it's too bad. Keaton, Mark had a nice match going
Yes,
there.
he did.
Up 2-0 early.
Thank you. Thank you, Coach Kriegel.
Oh, yeah.
Burke.
Appreciate it.
I bought tonight.
Awesome. I appreciate that.
All right, looks like we're going to have a couple of heavies here, Burke, for another expedition match. I think they're calling them scrambles this year, so we've had another scramble match versus Anamosa and CPU, and I think that is Seth Werner. Seth Werner from CPU. And I'll switch over here.
Rob, we got something happening on this black mat here. 182. It's 5-0 right now. Jacob Hill, but
he's got his leg kind of
looks
that
like we're gonna get a reversal possibly or an escape.
high grapevine there. We're gonna have Seth Werner versus Dalton Soper from Anamosa. So another.
Look like a couple offensive linemen out there, Rob.
And you know I like offensive linemen, Coach Bird.
Mm-hmm. So at end of the first period, Washington's Jacob Hill is up 5-0 over Nate Shearbraun, a sophomore from Central Elkader.
Seth's on a nice little single leg. If he can finish it here on Soper. He's got the head of the outside, a little unbalanced. Soper with that weight on top, got a little bit of a scramble. And
big boys are getting aggressive.
Nice footwork for both of them. I won't pull out the dancing polar bears yet, Coach Berg.
Not yet. I'll tell you after this weekend, though. I see some snow, he might have to pull out the polar bears.
So Seth in on another outside single. Comes back up into a double. I'd like to see him drive through there, head down. If those young wrestlers, if they could work on keeping their head up, he'd finish that double. But
nice job of Soper by Anamosa.
Soper's got some weight on him, it looks a little bit. Trying to crawl those arm. He's got that double wrist locked up underneath. Soper's looking for a half Nelson off to the side. How we doing with the Washington Central Elkader match, Bert?
We're midway through the match. It's a minute to go in the second period. It's 5-0 right now, Jacob Hill over Nate Shearbraun of Elkader.
Soper's working on a half Nelson on Seth Werner. Seth keeps looking away, pulling it off.
Both guys are on their feet here in the black match.
Soper almost got it called for the full Nelson there. Seth's coming up into his nice little scramble here by Seth. Oh, nice little reversal by Seth.
He's gonna get the 2-point reversal.
He's gonna. God, he'd like to see get some back points there. He needs to run it here. Big step, Seth. Love to see the big guy scrambling like that, Coach Burke. Love it.
2-2 to end of one. So they're getting a lot of energy out there, Rob, for first period.
Seth is gonna defer till the third period. I think Soper tried to defer as well, but they're gonna go neutral here.
Jacob Hill trying to get a pin here at the end of the second period. It's close, he's right near the sideline. Not gonna get it, but he's gonna get 3 back points.
We got some Seth and Dalton are kind of in the middle of the mat, kind of just pulling on their heads a little bit. Some head ties.
Jacob Hill of Washington's up 10-0, start of the third period. 182-pound varsity match.
Third period there, Burke.
Yep.
10-0.
10-0.
We still have a 2-2.
Yeah, Werner had a little bit of injury bug there at the end of football, but he played through it, tried to play through most of the season, and it's good to see him back there on the mat.
A lot of hand fighting again. Ooh. And that will come with Seth. Still working on some singles and doubles, and just laying flat here. Soper's looking for a half Nelson, and Kenny warned him already. They just got the takedown, but Kenny's going to make him wrestle a little bit here.
Well, the first minute of the third period, not a whole lot going on right now. Both guys on their feet, still 10-0.
Weight class we're here is we got a scramble here versus Dalton Soper from Anamosa and Seth Werner. And this will be our last match for the scramble before we go into our varsity match between Anamosa and CPU. Soper's trying to dig across that arm bar, and well, he's got that buried deep. And a pin by Soper over Seth Werner. Good wrestling, good scrambles there for Werner.
25 seconds to go in this final period.
And Burke, you still got Hill from Washington and Sherbraun from Central Elkader, right?
Yep, the sophomore.
Looks like Central Elkader is up 10-0 on Washington too in the team score.
That is correct. It's going to change now. And after this match, we got another takedown. So it's 12-0, Jacob Hill. And that'll do it.
All right, so we're
10-4 team points now. Central Elkader over Washington.
And I'll give you some names here in just a second, Burke, once we get it.
This may be a forfeit here. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Like Central Elkader might have bumped up Brandon Whittle.
No, they're going to be.
So that's going to be 16 points for Central Elkader at the 195.
Sure.
It's like same thing for the 220, Rob, I think, and heavyweight. So another 6 points for Central Elkader on the two.
And remember, Burke, we started at weight class 160. So was that heavyweight or was that 220?
220, I believe. I think both teams neither have a heavyweight.
So double forfeit on that one.
So 22-4 right now. Now we're going to get to the 106. Looks like Central Elkader. Not sure if they have 106 or not.
All right, so our first match over here, Burke, is going to be at weight class. And again, that's going to be the first match of CPU and Anamosa. And it looks like we're going to have Tyler Foreman. Is that Tyler Foreman there?
That is. So in the 106 here, Washington's going to get, that's Jack Cleese. The sophomore's going to get a forfeit.
All right. And Burke, I would assume as soon as this match is over, this whole match between Central Elkader and Washington, they'll go both mats on the varsity.
Now he's still Foreman by the hair.
Oh, yeah. All right, so we have Tyler Foreman of CPU and Alex Casey of Anamosa. Alex Casey with the quick takedown. He's got that arm bar trapped in the back, and he's going to cut him loose. So Tyler Foreman with a 1-point escape against Alex Casey of Anamosa.
It looks like we got the 120 over here in the black mat, Rob. For Central Elkader, it's Daniel Royer. And the Washington team, we got Lane Schrock, freshman.
Schrock and Royer, you're right, Bert. And we have a score of Central Elkader 22 and Washington 10. Does that sound right?
Team points, yep.
Team points, okay. And he's going to cut Tyler Foreman again. I'm not sure he cut him loose for the extra 2 there, but he Gave him the
Royal.
2-point.
Daniel Royal has a takedown early on here. 2-0 lead, and he's going to get some back points, and he gets the pin. Daniel Royal gets the pin over Lane Schrock at the 120 weight class.
Update on basketball.
Ooh, we have update on boys basketball for CPU. 9th grade boys lost 52-25 at Marion. The JV is down 23-16 at the half at Marion. We'll give you some more details as we find that out. Thanks, Brent, for that update. So the team score 28-10 in favor of Central Elkader.
And Alex Casey has got Tyler pretty buried there. He's going to keep fighting off and then a pin for Alex Casey, Anamosa, over Tyler Foreman of CPU.
At the 126 weight class, there's a forfeit, so Central Elkader will get the win there. It looks like Brandy Beatty is going to wrestle for Central Elkader at the 132.
Looks like our next match here. 170, forfeit for Colin Hoskins.
Daniel Jawan, huh? All right.
It's like
We saw Liam earlier. Now we get to see the senior. He's in my CWI class, Rob. I know he's glad to be back too.
Yeah.
Kind of felt out of the loop when you're out with that quarantine. It's tough.
I give him a hard time, Mr. Burke, because he's a Denver Broncos fan.
Yeah,
and
I know it.
I struggle with that, Mr. Burke.
I think we all do. Can't figure that one out, but hey, did a good job in football this year for us, that's for sure. At the 132 pound, looks like we're going to have another forfeit for Central Elkader. It's going to make the score 40-10.
Juwan's in on a single, but just goes to his belly. And we got a 4-2 lead. They haven't loaded any wrestlers here, so
Maria Medberry for Central Elkader at the 138. She's going to get a forfeit as well against Washington. That makes it 46-10. And now Washington, I think it looks like 145 pound Jacob Miller.
now we got some names here. We have Dan Juwan, like Coach is saying, from Center Point Urbana, wrestling Nathan Keating, a senior. And Keating's got a deep half on him on the top. Trying to put a half on. He's got almost a Saturday night ride there, Burke.
Yes, he does.
That's not a ride you want to be in.
No, it is not.
Looks like Juwan is.
Not on a Saturday night, not on a Tuesday.
Nope.
Jacob Miller.
Jawan is doing it. Jawan's doing a nice job fighting off his back.
Yes, he is. Jacob Miller from Washington got a forfeit at 145, makes it 50-48-16. And then Rebecca Sir gets the forfeit at 152 for Elkader.
Nathan Keating just pinned Dan Juwan of Center Point Urbana. So we're going.
That'll do it, Rob, from this black mat on this first match tonight. Central Elkader, Washington, 52-16, Central Elkader.
52-16. Central Elkader, huh?
Yep.
All right, and I don't know if Mr. Winterhoff wants you to put that, type in that score for Sportscast Media.
Yeah, we'll get that typed in.
You want Coach Burke to put that score in
52.
the computer, 52-16. All right, so here we have Henry Hinkst, senior, with a 3-5 record, taking on Jordan Brown. Some hand fighting in there, and Brown is in on a deep double leg. Takes Hinkst right to his back. Hinkst fighting pretty hard there. Brown is pulling his elbow back across his body. He's got it pretty tight. There, come on, Henry. So Jordan Brown from Anamosa with the pin over Henry Hinkst, and 31 seconds of the first period. All right, so we're going to heavyweight. Looks like we're going to have Bisick from Center Point Urbana, Alex Bisick.
Yeah, Bisick played football this year the first time since his freshman year.
Good to see him out.
Did a nice job on the defensive line. He had a good time, and we really appreciate his efforts. And doing wrestling, too, for the first time. So.
All right, so 220 match here. Derek Bisick.
Alex.
Oh, excuse me, Alex. Derek will smile if he's been listening, but yes.
All right, Alex. Ooh.
Little head fighting there with the heads and the hands. So we have Alex Bisick, senior, 2-0 record from Center Point Urbana, facing Cole Sigler, sophomore for Anamosa, gets a takedown.
I think Seeger, these guys played against each other in that first round playoff game.
All right, a little action off the side. Sigler and Cole Sigler from Anamosa and Alex Bisick. I like to see Alex a little fiery there, Coach.
Yeah,
Brett.
he's so calm usually.
Alex is going to go back down. We had the takedown by Cole Sigler.
Not necessarily calm as wrestling, but calm kid.
Thought he gave the. We're going to verify here that we got the 2 and the.
Kenny talking to Coach Grennan there, figuring things out.
Brett Jones from Anamosa. Go way back here, Coach Burke. I coached against Brett Jones when he was at Monticello back in the mid-2000s.
Yes.
All right, so we got Sigler kind of working on the top half there, trying to get him elongated down.
Wonder, Robert, if we're going to utilize this black man.
Well, I think they're worried about time, too,
Yeah.
so I think they're just going to take their time here and see where they're at.
You
I'm
don't want
sure.
to have to wait afterwards,
No.
yeah.
Alex is belly down, and Sigler's working on a kind of a, how do you say, an arm bar there on the side. Both a little top heavy. Sigler's a little top heavy right now on him. Sigler's kind of staying parallel with him. I would figure Kenny would make him wrestle a little bit. Basic trying to kick out of there.
Alex not doing a whole lot here, but he is tough to maneuver. He's a big guy.
And he's right in parallel a little bit too, going side to side. Basic stood up here.
3-0 right now. 30 seconds to go in the first.
We have a score of team score Anamosa 18, Center Point Urbana 6. B6 got almost the reversal on. He comes
Look at
across.
this. Wow.
Yes, nice little reversal.
Nice move. He was saving it up for that final 16 seconds. That's awesome.
I've got the 2-point reversal. Now working on a one red. Potential, I think B6 was trying to do the full Nelson there.
Yes, he was.
So we have a score of 4-2. 4-2, Sigler. Sigler's trying to get a stand up to get that 1 point. He does get that 1 point with
That's too
2
bad, right?
seconds. 2 seconds.
All right, Alex. Yes, you were cut off for your 5-2, but still in it.
I got 5-2 on the board down there, but on the track wrestling, I got 4-2, so I'm not sure.
Well, it was 2-0. The takedown, then it was 3-0. I think it was a penalty point there for 3-0, maybe 3-0, maybe. And then now it's 5 with the reversals.
And now there it is at 5-2. Again, Alex comes in with a 2-0 record. We have a 6-2 score with Sigler over Bisick, and Sigler's going to get another takedown. Oh, he's got the deep half in.
Yes, he did. Alex rolled through it, though.
He did roll through, which is good to see.
Fatigue may come into this match, Rob.
Sigler is working on that 2-1 on the bottom, and he's working that half. Yeah, he's got to come back across.
Whoa, he may roll through this, so Rob, and come back on the other side.
Sigler's wrestling really well. He's missing a couple opportunities there. Bisick, they're not going to give him the 2 reversal yet, but Needs to get out of there and get his one. He did get his one.
Oh, he did get the reverse, did he? Yes, he did.
Well, he got the one escape and then the 2-point takedown. Oh, just some inexperience there, Burke.
Yeah,
you know,
it is.
somebody that's just coming out his senior year, but just kind of off balance there. But I tell you what, give Bisa credit coming out and wrestling hard that match.
He did. You know, you get to be 10-2. You sometimes just, throw up your hands, but he didn't do that at all.
Yeah, just needs to be patient a little bit in there. He'll get better throughout the year. All right, got a couple of heavies here. We're going to have Caden Neal from Center Point Urbana versus Connor Anderson, heavyweight.
No, this is Connor Anderson, number 74. He was a really good offensive lineman.
Yeah, he looks like he's a pretty good offensive lineman, Coach Burke.
And Caden Neal had a very good football season himself. Started at guard this year for us as a senior.
All right, so a little tie up there, hand tie up. Anderson's done a nice little single leg takedown. You'd like to see heavyweights working on singles and doubles, but Anderson's going to want to wrestle around with him a little bit. So let's cuts Caden. We got a 2-1 score. Anderson over Caden Neal of Center Point Urbana. Doing some hand fighting, shaking the head a little bit.
This Andreessen kid has got good leverage. You can just tell he's pretty effective on his feet.
Anderson's going to cut him again. He's got a nice little single leg there, Burke, for a heavyweight.
Second team All-State in football. That's a junior. I'm not sure what he got this year. But yeah, he's tough. He's tough on that mat.
Yeah, he's putting that arm bar. He's got that arm bar locked behind his back, coming across underneath to that underhook, locking it up, and
oh boy,
he's got
does
that
not
tight.
look good for Neal.
Tight. That's in tight. Pin for Anderson, right at the 1 minute mark. So Connor Anderson pins Caden Neal of CPU. 1 minute in the first period.
So team point wise, Anamosa's up 30-6. And we'll go now to the lightweights at 106. Looks like Anamosa's going to get a forfeit here at 106. And that is Robert Scranton, junior.
All right, so we're going to have some forfeits here, it looks like, Coach Burke.
Yep.
Looks like we had a forfeit at 106. 113. Burke, am I keeping?
Yep. Tegan Feasley. Kirk got it at Whitehead got his at 120.
126 for
Burning House.
Brody Burning House.
Sophomore.
What a weight class 132 here, Burke.
And looks like we're going to have Lucas Gogger.
And Aaron Casey, maybe?
Yeah. Gogger the sophomore, Casey the junior.
What do we got for team score after all that, Burke? I don't have enough fingers.
42-18 right now, Anamosa, after a flurry of forfeits.
42 Anamosa? I thought we got a couple of those forfeits.
We did, but still 42. It was 30, and we gave two forfeits.
See, I told you I need more fingers, Mr. Burke, and a calculator. Mr. Winterhoff just gave me, I've seen that look before in the past working with Mr. Winterhoff. I just got the look from Mr. Winterhoff. So we have Lucas Gogger, sophomore, 2-6 record from Center Point Urbana, wrestling Aaron Casey from Anamosa. Casey's in on a deep double, duck under to Gogger. Gogger's down. Casey's got a 2-point. Got a tight waist to the left-hand side there, working on that arm bar.
.138 coming up. We have Ryan Barth getting ready. I know he's excited. I saw him in the hallways today. He can't wait to wrestle tonight.
Yeah, Anamosa really likes working on those arm bars on the left. You saw Anderson at heavyweight wrestle or do it, and then we also saw, I want to think that Sigler and that Coob, they really like those arm bars on the side, riding it. So dig that arm bar out, coming across. Gogger's fighting in there with his hands, keeping him. He's got that arm bar into a half Nelson, came back across. Got a little grapevine in as well.
Lots of time.
48 seconds left in this first period, and
they got it.
So Aaron Casey, pin over Lucas Gauger, center point Urbana. 103.
Good job, Aaron.
Ooh, it looks like, wait a minute, this looks like a freshman here, Whitty, is going to get a match. Now, we saw Zoe Whitty, the senior. This is her younger brother. He's a freshman, Jack Whitty, at the 138.
And I think this might be Jack's first matches. He's got a 0-0 record.
Yep.
And Easton Wheeler is in on a deep double right to Jack's back, but it looks like Jack's going to fight off his side a little bit here. He needs to get that arm. He's got that arm trapped.
You got time. You got
Two
time.
freshmen battling out here in a 138 match.
Easton doesn't panic here a little bit. I think if he just settles in.
Take it. You're fine. Settle.
Yeah, he's settling in there. Jack's in a tough spot with that shoulder and arm wrenched back behind there.
The problem is you got a minute 28 to
Yeah.
scramble out of this, but that's a long time to fight out that back.
Yeah, Jack's giving it his all here. He's got caught, do a little bridge action here.
Lots of time. Settle.
48-18 right now in favor of Anamosa.
Well, and then we go to adjusted, and then that's the only bad thing about Burke. When you go adjust the other way, the other guy can adjust too. So nice fighting off his back there. Jack Whitty loses to Easton Wheeler in a pin. And 52 seconds in the first period there.
Dylan Griswold for CPU, the senior, 145.
Looks like we may have a forfeit here, Mr. Burke. Yep, forfeit. We have Will, right?
Will Gerhold.
Gerhold. We're going to get a
Forfeit as
forfeit
well.
here.
54-30, Anamosa, team point wise. And I think
We got the coaches talking about who's going first, who's going next.
we have a JV match here. This looks like Pavlovic. Pavlovic for CPU. He's a freshman.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the final on the team duel. First round on the gold mat, Anamosa 54.
Team point wise.
54-30.
Favor of Anamosa over CPU.
So after that match, Anamosa wins 54-30 over CPU, and it looks like we're going to have another scramble match here. So first matches tonight, Burke. Our first matches are done for the night. Started at 160. CPU loses to Anamosa 30-54, and Central Elkader beats Washington 52-16. We will start match 2 here shortly, and we'll start at weight class 170. And CPU will wrestle Central Elkader on the black and gold mat, and Anamosa will wrestle Washington on the black mat for you watching at home. And again, we'll start at weight class 170. All right, so Burke, I'm going to pull up this scramble matches again and see if I can't see who do we have here.
Porter Pavlovic for the Storm and Pointers. I'm not sure about the Anamosa kid.
They're not loading any matches, but we have Pavlik and
Both guys. Pavlovic's kind of sprawling right now, and that may get that takedown. He's going to get his hips round.
I think I heard his first name was Drew. Yep, Drew Staub.
Staub? Okay, so Staub versus Pavlovic. We're a minute into this first period, this last scramble match. CPU Anamosa. Porter Pavlovic against Staub, and he's going to get the 2. He did it.
Don't give that up. Keep working.
About a minute 15 in the works, and that was a nice job by Porter to hang with that. Got that half in. See if he can run it. Nice job by Staub.
Yeah, we have Drew Staub from Anamosa. Down 0-2 versus Porter Pavlik.
There's 2 freshmen here, Rob. Staub, the freshman.
Yeah, both freshmen here.
Porter got him turned here, looking to get some back points, possibly a pin here. You just squeeze it.
Needs to adjust their little chest to chest there, Burke, and he'd have that pin. He's got a deep half in, but just needs to adjust. He's got about 6 seconds left here, and not going to get the pin. I wish people would be emailing us tonight to check in on us, see how things are going. Usually during the football season, we have all kinds of shout outs, but do we have any emails or shout outs yet,
right
Mr.
now.
Burke?
I'll check right now here, Rob.
Burke, you want to give a shout out to Timmy here, Burke?
Hey, Timbo. How's it going?
So Drew Staub down 5-0 with Porter Pavlik.
Lower your level, Drew. Yes.
Drew's battling in there,
Go again.
Quicker. Elbows in.
especially when Porter's grabbing his headgear like that. Drew should be shooting in, but 145 scramble match here. Drew's in on a double. Porter's trying to put his weight on. Got him flat.
He did. He's got to get those hips around. 7-0 Porter.
2-point takedown for Porter Pavlik. Oop, got the half. He needs to settle in there, Burke, a little bit. Get chest to chest.
Not sure Drew Staub knew this match was going to occur.
Yeah, he was walking around.
He was walking around.
I think they found him in the lobby, Burke. All right, nice job for Porter Pavlik there with the pin.
Good job, Porter.
All right, we're going to have another scramble match here. Who is that, Burke? Is that Mabe?
It looks like Braden Mabe.
I think we got our first shout out tonight. Coach Grennan's wife, Melissa Grennan, giving us the 2 thumbs up, Coach Burke.
All right, appreciate that.
I think for listening, she should give old Parks a double chicken wing run tonight as they're listening tonight. Parks deserves a double chicken wing, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
All right,
Parks is
so
a hard worker. I know that. He did a lot of work out at the Burke Ranch, that's for sure.
I have Mason Padgett from Anamosa versus Dakota Hansen from Center Point Urbana. Dakota's got a record of 0-0, it looks like here. Going to the back middle of the mat here. Drew's a freshman.
And Dakota as well.
Good scramble in the middle. Padgett's got a nice little single leg. Comes across the body, which I'd like to see wrestlers do more often, Burke. Instead of kind of coming around at the corner, coming across that body. I think we should like to see that more often. We got the 2-point takedown, Mason Padgett over Dakota Hansen. Dakota's working on the, it looks like he almost was working for the full Nelson there, Burke, but he's got the half. He's going to make one, keep running it. If he blocks off that other arm bar there, under that underhook there, Burke, he could run that power half pretty good. Dakota Hansen's working off hard this morning, off the bottom there. Mason's pretty parallel. See if Kenny makes them.
Dakota wants to try to work up that base. Giving Padgett a lot to work with as far as that leg. There's a lot of opportunities for him there, and he took advantage of it.
Got a score of 2-0, 2-1. Got 2-1.
Dakota wasn't quite ready there. 5 seconds for the end of the quarter here. 2-1 right now.
They're going to give him the 2-point takedown. He needs to let that. Oh, he did have the hands crossed or hands locked too. So.
2. 1 point. Locked hands.
So at the end of 1, we have Mason Padgett 4, Dakota Hansen 2. So Mason Padgett on a deep.
Oh boy,
double
Dakota's
leg
in
right
trouble.
to
Got to get off that back. Let's see if he can fight off it. Yep, he did. 6-2 right now. 9-2 right now with a 3-point near fall. we got another scramble match over here with Anamosa and Central Elkader.
Do a scramble match again.
Yeah, it looks like Brandy Beatty for Central Elkader. And I'm not sure on the Anamosa. Not sure, this might be a rematch. Not sure though.
Dakota Hansen still on the mat here.
Down 9-2 in the second,
Mason
about halfway
Padgett
through the period.
working both sides here for a half. Second period with 45 seconds left. We have a score of 9-2. Mason Padgett over Dakota Hansen.
Boy, unfortunate tonight, Rob, or today, I guess. Our CPU girls were supposed to play at Marion, but they've had some COVID issues, and so they picked up a game with Monticello tonight, and then found out late this afternoon that game got postponed. I think you're going to try to make that up sometime, but unfortunate for the varsity girls and JV girls, but hopefully we'll get that made up with Monticello.
So we have a score of 9-2. Padgett over Dakota Hansen. Padgett's working out of bounds there on a half Nelson. Kenny's going to blow the whistle dead here. Bring him back in the middle with 6 seconds left.
There's some technical issues going on this black mat. They're getting ready to start another JV match here, a scramble match. So it looks like we got Brandy Beatty, Central Elkader. Is that Maggie Wagner, Rob?
I think that's who it was. They're loading it right now, so
Okay.
as soon as they get it loaded, Burke, I'll let you know. But we still have going to third period here. Down 9-2. Dakota Hansen to Mason Padgett of Anamosa. Still not loading here, Burke. And we're going to get the 1 point. Oh, Dakota had his hands locked.
Yep, I think he's got him locked again. He might have to watch out.
We're going to give, you have Brandy Beatty. Ava Scranton.
Whoa.
Ava Scranton, Bert.
2 points for Anamosa. For Scranton, Michaela Scranton.
Looks like Ava's got a pretty deep half Nelson in on Brandy Beatty. Still have a 9-2 score with Dakota Hansen and Mason Padgett.
Beatty's in trouble for Central Elkader, that's for sure. Yep. 59 seconds in the first period, and we got Michaela Scranton to begin for Anamosa.
Just over 1 minute left in this third period. Padgett, Anamosa continues to keep the 8 point lead over Dakota Hansen, 10-2.
And in the next scramble match on the black mat will be for Central Elkader, Maria Medberry. I think this might be Maggie Wagner.
Not a lot of action going on the black and gold mat here with Mason Padgett and Dakota Hansen. Mason's been riding kind of parallel here. Dakota's working on some hand fighting from underneath, and it looks like Padgett was almost going for a cradle there.
12-2 in that match, huh, Rob? All right, we're
12-2.
underway.
And we have a pin. Padgett over Dakota Hansen. Third period with 34 seconds left. So good battle in there for Dakota Hansen. Good to see you give him a match tonight.
We're underway on the black mat. Looks like we got Medberry and Maggie Wagner for Anamosa. No score right now, just 30 seconds in. First period.
And again, if you're just joining us in that first round matches, Anamosa beat CPU 54-30, and Central Elkader beat Washington 52-16 in our second round matches here of the night. CPU will take on Central Elkader, and Anamosa will take on Washington, and they'll start at weight class 170. 170, Bert.
Medberry got a takedown for Central Elkader, up 2-0. halfway through the first period.
We still just have a scramble match over here, right, Bert?
Yeah. Medberry and Wagner, 2-0. Medberry's controlled this contest early on. Working wrists right now. And we got an escape by Wagner of Anamosa, 2-1. Final 10 seconds of the first period. Both girls on their feet. Shout out to Mr. Jaquette down there taking tickets tonight. All right, so Maggie Wagner will take down, start of the second period. Maria Medberry up 2-1. Medberry is a senior. Her second JV match of the night. She also wrestled a varsity match with the forfeit. Got that half in. And we got another escape by Maggie Wagner. 2-2. Medberry's kind of controlled this match, but we're 2-2 right now, Rob. Wagner almost got another takedown there as well. Medberry will get the takedown, although Wagner was aggressive there. Wait for it. Let's see if Medberry can get her turned here. She's got her flattened down now. Working that leg. She's got the head. She's not quite able to get her turned. Good job of battling them down low by Wagner. Wagner's going to try to get herself out of bounds and start fresh here in the middle. We'll see. He's going to try to keep her in. 14 seconds to go in the second period. There, good job by Medberry.
Medberry's still up 42, right, Bert?
Yep.
Going to the third period here.
Just about. And that'll do it for the second period. All right, so fatigue may start to come into be a factor here in this third period. We'll see. Both girls are in their second match here, full match. We'll see if Wagner can scramble here.
Forward on your toes.
We're going to get a reversal by Medberry. Makes it 6-2 early in the third period. Get that far elbow, and she's going to get her turn, Rob.
And a nice little.
I think Wagner may be fatigued here as well. This could be tough for her to get out of this.
That was a beautiful Turk there, Bert.
It was. This kind of slowly developed. She was very patient with it. Boy, very uncomfortable position right now for Wagner to fight out of. That's for sure.
Tell you what, you can
buried,
run that,
yes.
You run that Turk series. That's pretty tough there, Bert.
Yeah. Nice move there by the senior, Maria Medberry, Central Elkader. This might be Rebecca Sir here. She's going to have a match, scramble match, I believe. You know who she's going against, Rob, at all?
I don't. It's still loading right now.
Okay. Maybe that might be it.
Maybe they're going to wait till start this next.
Yeah. So on the black mat, Rob, up next, who's going to be?
Yeah, on the black mat, we are going to have black and gold mat. We'll have CPU and Central Elkader. On the black mat, we'll have Anamosa and Washington.
Now, Washington, unfortunately for them right now, they have some open weights there, so we'll see if they can compete with Anamosa.
We won't break away here, but we are going to take a little break here. They're cleaning mats and with all the different protocols and procedures. So I think Coach Burke, if you want to go through some more messages there,
Yeah.
maybe our sponsors again.
Yeah, just to let you guys know, the Storm and Pointer wrestling team is going to be hosting this Thursday another home meet against Indy and North Fayette Valley. And that will start at 6 o'clock. Stormcast will be here on the air at 5:45. Friday, the next day, December 11th, our basketball teams are facing Makokada. The girls' lower level games will be at 6, followed by the varsity, and the boys will host here at CPU with lower level games at 4:30 and then the varsity at 7:30. The boys' game will be on the Stormcast starting 15 minutes before game time. On Saturday, December 12th, the girls' basketball team will host Waverly Shell Rock. Lower level games will be at 2, the varsity at 5 o'clock. Stormcast will be on the air 15 minutes before game time as well. And on Monday, December 14th, the JV wrestling team will be at Shellsburg. That tournament will start at 5. And our high school band concert is on Monday night as well. And that will be at 6 o'clock. And the local concert will be at 7. So a combination band and choir on Monday night as well. Probably get some nice Christmas music in there. Tuesday, December 15th, the Storm Pointer basketball teams will play South Tama. The girls are at South Tama, and the boys are hosting the Trojans. Lower level games will be at 4:30, followed by the varsity at 7:30. So plan to attend if you're allowed, and support CPU however you can. Athletics. Rob?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this next duel here. Central Elkader and CPU and Anamosa in Washington. A lot of great matches, a lot of scrambles, what we like to see, get in and out. And I tell you what, some of the big boys on both sides, you saw some scrambles right away, which you like to see. It's early, still on, early on, where kids are still getting their bearings and their wrestling shape in. But busy week this week for the Pointers, and it's kind of nice to see we get them both this week, Tuesday and Thursday. So I'm looking forward to that. And we're just wrapping up here, getting the mats all cleaned and ready to go, and we'll get started. And I think we're starting at weight class 170, Coach Burke, 170. So while we're doing that, Burke, you want to go over our sponsors, one of our wonderful sponsors that we have?
Yes, Rob, we will. We want to thank you guys for helping us put this thing on. CenterPoint Bank and Trust. They offer a wide range of banking services. They're invested in the community, and it all starts with our students. Best of luck, CPU from CenterPoint Bank and Trust. And the Storm Zone Athletic Center. They're a full-service gym. They offer cardio equipment, circuit and free weights, tanning, personal training, group fitness, massage, and martial arts. Group fitness classes include yoga, cardio kickboxing, bar, work, and more. For more info, visit the Storm Zone Facebook page. Keystone Savings Bank invite you to see them for your mortgage loan needs and to check out their CD specials. Keystone Savings Bank is a member of FDIC and an equal opportunity lender. That's Keystone Savings Bank. Complete Automotive. They specialize in auto body paint and repair and overall collision work on all vehicles, big and small. Stop in today for a free estimate at Complete Automotive. CenterPoint Insurance. Their mission is to provide each and every client with superior customer service and cost-effective insurance programs tailored to meet their needs. Regardless of the size or scope of the business, their goal is to establish valuable relationships with their clients. That's CenterPoint Insurance. And CenterPoint Family Dentistry, they're a small-town dental practice with small-town touches of caring and personal attention. Best of luck to CPU from Drs. Hickey and Anderson at CenterPoint Family Dentistry.
All right, Burke, we're going to have our first scramble here tonight with Central Elkader and Center Pointer Banner. We're going to have Rebecca Sir versus Zoe Whitty, and I think, I remember correctly, Zoe Whitty got her first win tonight. Right, Burke? Or no, she did.
I think she was one of
Okay,
one coming in, but yeah,
that's
first pin.
right.
I think it might have been her first pin.
Yep. So we got Zoe and Rebecca, black and gold circle. Nice single by Zoe. Kind of gave it up pretty quick, but Rebecca serve got a 2-point lead on Zoe Whitty.
She's a sophomore, Whitty the senior, first year in wrestling for Whitty. Not sure about the sophomore, Sir, but
Sir looks like she's trying to work on an outside cradle here.
looks like the black mat's getting close to starting as well between Anamosa and Washington. We'll keep you up to date on that match as well, those matches as well.
We got 1:15 left to go in the first period here. Sir has got, not sure what,
Oh, Zoe, don't turn that way.
coming around. Oh, she just almost had that, Burke. If she would have just came a little bit farther, she might have had Sir on her back, but she gave it up, and then Sir caught her there, and there's going to be a pin there for Rebecca Sir over Zoe Whitty. About 51 seconds, but good match there for Zoe getting after it.
Yeah, she
being
went for it.
physical. Love it. All right, we got Juwan again. This will be another scramble.
Liam Juwan, the freshman brother of Daniel Juwan, the senior. Both are offensive linemen. Point that out to you, Rob. All right, we got our first match here on the black mat between Anamosa and Washington.
Is that varsity yet, Burke, or is this still?
This may, it says 170, but let's see.
I bet this is their first. I can flip back over here. We might be up ready to go for there.
That might be Chase Granger, who did wrestle varsity last match at 170.
Yeah, this is their first match of the varsity of Chase Greiner and Tate Peterschmidt, Burke.
Okay, so we got two freshmen out there at 170.
So we got Chase and Tate. You good there?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to switch back over to Juwan. Got a double leg, and Juwan is fighting off his back, and they're going to wrestle out of bounds there.
These two freshmen are battling early on. No points yet, but both guys are really going for it. Greiner and Peterschmidt.
All right, I have Liam Juwan and Nate Sherborn. 2-2. 4-2 now. Sherborn is working on the left-hand side here, working on that arm bar, cross ankle, trying to flatten Liam down, flat. Kind of working on that 2-on-1 now. Liam's up to his knees, coming back across on his head. Looks like Nate's going to lift up, and Liam Juwan is going to get one escape and get just lost the takedown there. So Nate Sherborn gets another takedown there.
Hey, Rob, we have something pretty exciting here happen on the black mat. The 170-pound match. Chase Greiner, a freshman, got a pin over Taylor Peterschmidt of Anamosa, and Washington takes the early lead, 6-0.
All right, thank you, Coach Burke. Back to the scramble match over with Liam Juwan from Center Pointer Band and Nate Sherborn. Coach Burke, I think you're going to have here.
It's like Jacob Hill and Nate Keating.
I think you're right, Coach Burke. Let me flip over to. Yep, you got Hill and Keating. You good there, Coach Burke?
Yep.
All right.
182-pound.
We've got a 6-4 lead. 6-4 lead for Sherborn of Central Elkader over Liam Juwan of Center Point 4. 6-4. Nate over Liam Juwan of Center Point Urbana. Nate's working on that 2-on-1 from the top. Working both sides into period 2, or period 1 there, 6-4. Liam Juwan down to Nate Sherborn.
And it looks like Nate Keating's going to get the early takedown for Anamosa. 2-0 lead, first period. And he's got 3 back points as well. So 5-0 over Jacob Hill in the first.
Got some hand fighting over here with Liam and Nate of Central Elkader. Liam's in on a single leg. Nate kind of turfed him over and got another 2-point takedown. So we have a score of 8-4. Sherbin over Juwan of Center Point Urbana. Oh, he's got a deep half in Burt, but he's kind of not sure what he wants to do. We're looking on a crossface, and now he's kind of doing a arm bar underneath.
We got an 8-0 lead and a pin by Nate Keating at the 182 mark over Jacob Hill. So score will be tied here 6-6 heading into the 195 pound. Now, it looks like Anamosa is going to have quite a few forfeits here.
Okay, I'll let you keep track of that, Burke, and I'll see what your next match is going to be.
So it's going to be a forfeit there for Jordan Brown. 12-6, Anamosa. Looks like Connor Andres. No, looks like Cole Siegler at the 220. We'll get a forfeit as well. Make it 18-6. And the senior Connor Andres in the heavyweight will get a forfeit as well. Making it 24-6. Looks like we're going to have a 106-pound match. There's Andreessen with the forfeit, makes it 24-6 in favor of Anamosa. Now at 106, looks like Robert Scranton for Anamosa versus Jack Cleese for Washington. No, I'm mistaken, Rob. Robert Scranton's going to get the forfeit, make it 30-6 at 106, 30-16 points, now 113.
All right, we still have had a little blood time over here with Liam Juwan. Still down 8-4.
Rob, I think 113 for Anamosa might be Sean Kirk. I'm not sure about Washington.
Yep, I'm waiting for it to load here. Burke, what do we got for team score? You kept up on that?
30-6 right now in favor of Anamosa, yep.
So you have Cleese of Washington and you have Kirk of Anamosa, Burke.
Okay, thank you, Rob.
Yep, I'm switching back over.
2-0 lead for Kirk. Anamosa, 2-0 lead on the takedown.
Got 32 seconds left to go in the second period here. Liam Juwan is still down 4-10 to Nate Sherbin of Central Elkader.
We'll shout out to the CPU Wrestling cheerleaders tonight, doing a nice job.
Absolutely.
Their first home meet as well. I know they were very excited about getting on that mat tonight as well.
All right, so we're going to go to third period here with the Liam Juwan. And after this scramble match, we will have our first varsity match with Central Elkader and CPU, and they'll start at weight class 170, and that'll be Colin Hoskins. And I'm not sure who Central Elkader will bring out.
All right, Rob, we got a big pin over here by Sean Kirk at the 113 point.
Was that a spladle?
It was nice.
They had a spladle over here, and the Anamosa kid.
Well, you blinked on that one, and that just took place. So 36-6 right now in favor of Anamosa.
Anamosa's got some nice little wrestlers there. They got a couple of heavies and a couple of mixed younger weights in there.
Yes, they do. Looks like Washington at 120 is going to get a forfeit. Lane Schrock for Washington will get the win, he's a freshman. 36-12 now.
We got Liam Juwan that's still down 10-4 with about 135 left to go in the third period. The Central Elkader Anamosa match is going to be over before we start our Central Elkader match here, Burke, if we're not careful.
You're right. They're on the 126 match here for weights.
I think that's the Casey kid. He's pretty salty. Wrestled pretty well tonight.
It's like
Got
126. He's going to get a forfeit.
Another blood time over here with Liam Jawan.
Anamosa is now up 42-12. Headed to the 138-pound match. Oh, gotta check in there. Easton Wheeler, I believe. 138.
So working on some blood time over here with Liam Jawan.
Excuse me, I think we're at the 145 now. 42-12, Anamosa.
So what do you got? Got 52, 60, so 2 more weight classes after this.
Yep. So 45, this could be...
Oh, sorry, Burke. I'll look that up for
I
you.
think it might be Wheeler. And maybe
Take a guess, Burke. I'll see if you're correct.
Jacob Miller.
Daily double.
Nice.
Going for a daily double here, Burke.
Nice.
You have Miller
Yep.
and Wheeler.
Got it.
Got Wheeler here. All right, I'll be back, Burke. Going back over to the scramble match. Liam Jawan is still down 10-4 with just under a minute left to go. Liam spent a lot of time down on his knees trying to find that move to get out from the bottom here, but Serban's been pretty tough on top, working side to side, working on those arm bars.
On the black mat, Jacob Miller, the junior for Washington, just got a takedown against Easton Wheeler, the freshman. 2-0 early on.
We have down to 30 seconds left here.
Ooh, Rob, we just got a note here. Our 10th grade sophomore boys basketball team lost a close one at Marion, 43-41.
Good for them.
Yeah, tough
battled
one.
hard down there.
Coach Harris does a good job with those kids. They're getting ready to start the varsity game here shortly, so we'll let you know on updates on that game.
Come on, Bob. Bob Warren, the bottom guy there, and I'm not so sure that the Central Elkader kid was doing much on top besides riding parallel. So match is over there, into the third. Liam battled the whole time there, lost to the decision there, 6-4. And we're heading to our first varsity match with Central Elkader and Center Point Urbana, and we're going to have Colin Hoskins up for a 170.
On the black mat, it's 2-1 right now in favor of Washington. Miller over Wheeler, 2-1, late in the first period. Takedown by Miller. Washington 4-1. Escape by Wheeler, 4-2. As we head to the second period, I believe Hassel's got a forfeit the first round. Hoskins had a great football season this year, both on offense and defense. (4-3) Miller over Wheeler in the Washington Anamosa black mat match. Early takedown by Hoskins.
Landon. It's track wrestling. I know it's something new for us to try to keep everything. Things start connecting pretty slowly here. It's tough to keep up.
He's got the early pin.
Hoskins got the nice pin.
50 seconds in. Oh, we got a change here. Wow. Easton Wheeler, the freshman, just got the reversal, and now is going to get some back points against Miller of Washington.
Hoskins got a pin over Sean Wilwart of Central Elkader.
Let's see if Wheeler can finish off this move here. We still got a minute to go in the second period. Miller's got a long way to go to fight this.
So we have, looks like Dan
He got
Juwan.
him pinned. Wheeler the freshman.
came back from down 5-6 at the pin, huh, Burke?
Yes, good match.
What's the score, team score there, Burke?
Right now, Anamosa just took the, well, no, it's 48-12 right now, Anamosa. So
Okay, we have Dan Juwan from Center Point Urbana with a 2-6 record taking on Spencer here, a freshman, 3-2. Juwan's headgear comes off.
we're going to the 152 match here at Black Mat. Let's see if there's going to be a match here. 152.
We have a team score of after the first match, Colin Hoskins with a pin over Willward, up 6-0 against Central Elkader. All right, Dan Juwan's got his headgear back on, and we're back to action. 136 in on a small little single leg. Almost looked like a heel pick, but more of a single leg into a double. So Juwan's got a 2-point takedown. Working on the side there. Working on a half Nelson. Trying to elongate him a little bit. Working on pushing that head down. He's got a power half. He's got it run. He takes another couple of big steps. He needs to keep that. Big step. Big step. There it is. Now, if he needs to adjust in there, Burke, get chest to chest.
Boy, he's looking good.
He needs to adjust a little bit there. He gets adjusted. He's going to roll through, so if he can catch that other arm coming through, there it is. Right. Oh, come back around now. Yep, nice job, Juwan. Just settle in now. Just settle in.
Daniel Juwan.
If he could come across and grab that.
There you try to get that arm, that shoulder down that right, left shoulder for
Yep, just stay right there. Don't panic. Just settle in.
34 seconds.
If he could come across and grab that elbow, crawl up there a little bit. Now see when he, there you go, pull that elbow. All right, still got a 5-point, you got 3-point near fall plus a 2-point takedown, so you got 5. We're gonna 5.
And on the black mat, Alex Casey did get a forfeit for Anamosa. That puts him in a team score lead of 54-12. We're now at the 160-pound weight class.
And Juwan here just needs to keep him down for 2 seconds. Nothing cheap here. Now we have here with a headgear issue.
If you're wondering on the black mat, we did have a blood issue. That's why they're doing some work on getting the blood off the mat.
What's team score over there, Burke?
54 Anamosa, 12 Washington.
What do you got? One match left, or is
One
that
match
over?
to go, but I'm not sure what they're going to do with the 160-pound match right now.
It must be over.
It must be over.
So 54-12.
Well, we don't know. It might be 54-18. I'm not sure if that 160-pound match, what they're going to do with it.
Well, Anamosa just left the gym.
Yeah.
All right, so Juwan did keep him down for that last few seconds of that period. It's going to be Juwan's choice, defers.
I'm guessing it's going to be 54-18, Rob, but I'm guessing there.
All right, so we're going to start in the neutral position here. Some hand fighting here. Juwan's got a nice little double leg that he worked on the last time, kind of a low, I would say kind of a low ankle. A little hand fighting, a little 2-on-1. Like to see Juwan get out of that tie-up. I've never been a big proponent of that tie-up there, but on his knees now in the front headlock. Going into a double. If he comes across it, Burke, he just needs to come across it. Keep it, come across the body. Nice. Love it when those guys come across the body. I've never been a big proponent of turning the corner, but I love coming across the body.
We talked about that earlier, and that really helped.
Juwan's run parallel there. If he continues working across on that arm bar across the body and run that half, needs to stretch him out a little bit. Keep it. No, he's going to let him go for a 1-point escape.
7-1 lead for Juwan in the second period.
Oh, Burke, I know what's over there. They're waiting for time, I would guess. Are they waiting for time to wrestle?
Oh, that's probably right.
I would guess, because Washington hasn't moved. Juwan's trying to sprawl out, and he's going to give the two-leg takedown there for here. So it should be 7-3 here. 20 seconds left to go in the second period. Juwan's going to get his head off the mat, come up. Up to his knees. He's got to come straight up here.
Let's see if Daniel has a third period burst here. Fatigue could be an issue for him. Again, being off school for about 10 days.
That's all right. All right, here we go. Third period. You have Dan Juwan up 7-3. 7-3 over Spencer here of Central Elkader.
Black mat duel number 2. Again, a final black mat duel number 2. Anamosa 54, Washington 12.
Okay, so we thought maybe they were waiting for time, but that is a final on the black mat with Anamosa and Washington. Anamosa wins 54-12. Anamosa's pretty consistent, Burke. 54 in the first match and 54 in the second match. So
Yeah, solid little club there.
and they got some wrestlers top to bottom.
Yeah.
They got some nice smaller weights, and they got that couple big heavyweights too. So all right, so
They're doing
back
some
to
good recruiting with some ladies too. They got a lot of ladies out. That's good to see.
yeah. Dan Juwan is still up 7-3 over Spencer here.
All right, Dan, 7-3 lead. Minute
There.
24 left.
Bob will make them wrestle here. If Dan is down the bottom and not moving, Bob will make them wrestle. So got 1:13 left. Yep, there's Bob's first warning on Dan Juwan. Gonna make him wrestle.
We called it.
Yeah. You know, what Spencer's trying to do is he's trying to reach across and grab that butcher, kind of run into that Turk series. Dan's up. Dan just keep moving here. 50 seconds left to go. Dan Juwan is still up 7-3. 7-3 score here. Dan, pull that off and look away. Pull it off and
That's one
look
thing
away.
you don't want to do, Daniel. You're up 7-3. Oh, no. Fight it, scramble, kid.
And there's the pin. Spencer here comes back. Down 7-3 for the pin over Dan Juwan.
Tough one there.
All right, so we are at weight class 195. Weight class 195.
We got the Hinks. Get a forfeit here? I think he is.
Hanks gets the forfeit. 6 more for the pointers there.
Oh, yeah. Alex
220.
Bisick. Yep, here we
220.
go. Alex Bisick. Looks like Brandon Whittle. Junior. Bisick the senior.
You getting these names quicker than me, Burke, or you just know who they are?
Yeah, I'm just kind of getting it from the roster here, but
We have Bisick and Whittle. Did you say Whittle?
yeah.
Nice job, Coach Burke. You got a takedown by Whittle. 2-point takedown already.
Wow, Whittle wasting no time.
Working on that Butcher series again. Trying to come across. Bisick's up to his knees. Ooh, a little one-arm tilt. Kind of working on that arm bar to the left, Burke. And what they do is he'll get him off to the side and try to tilt him.
Yes, and he's working that wrist, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's got that double wrist, and he's going to try to run it to a half, power half. He's going to run it. Bisick is on his back. Whittle needs to settle in. Bisick needs to fight off here, and it's a pin for Brandon Whittle from Central Elkader. Pins Alex Bisick, center point Urbana.
Yep.
And what is that, Burke? 47 seconds. 37 seconds, sorry.
So 3 pins so far.
All right, heavyweight here. We have Caden Neal. Caden looks like he might get the forfeit here. Neal's got the forfeit.
So an 18-12 lead team point wise as we head to the 106ers.
What do we got for 106? Double forfeit at 106?
Psych it, Rob.
Okay. So what about 113? 113. We should have Tegan.
Not sure what's going on with Tegan.
All right, so we're going to have
Cole Whitehead,
Cole Whitehead.
the senior,
Had a big weekend this weekend wrestling.
headed to Wisconsin lacrosse. Is that right?
LeClaire.
Lacrosse? No, lacrosse.
Yeah, you're right. LeClaire. You're right, Coach Burke. I won't say that very often, but you're right. All right, so we have Cole Whitehead, center point Urbana, in on a quick single. Outside single, up. Bring him down easy so you don't get the, brings him down right to his back. He's gonna get, there it is right there. He's gonna get some, Bob gonna give him some back points. He's gonna give him a few. Cole switches over to a half, into that near or far side cradle. And Cole's got that far side cradle, settling in, and a
he gets
pin over Daniel Royer,
48
sophomore.
seconds in.
You know, what you see with some of these guys that are veterans, Burke, they don't panic. You know, you get in, you know, he had a little scramble there on that far side cradle. You had, you know, and he didn't panic. He settled in, so that's big for these veteran wrestlers that they just know where they're at. They know their awareness. And
Yep. Good
all right,
point.
looks like we have Brody Burninghouse, sophomore.
126-pound match. It looks like Nick
You spell,
Dietzler?
what are you going to say?
Dietzler?
Dietzler? All right, we'll go with Dietzler.
Dietzler. All right.
All right, so we got Brody and Dietzler.
A couple sophomores going at it.
A little hand fighting in the middle there. Brody working on some head control. Working the 2-on-1 on the side to the left. I'd like to see that. You know what I'd like to see about some of these younger guys too, Burke, is if you're in there wrestling with the, you know, over the years with the Sheelers, with the Whiteheads, with Beasleys, is, you know, these little kids, that's a great, great training for them. You've got those kids in there every day. You know, Burninghouse is rolling around with Whitehead. You know, he's picking up different things and just that experience. Nice.
Quick
Single
move
leg
there.
inside single leg. Comes back across, steps across, step across that ankle,
No takedown yet.
step across that ankle.
Dietzler, a little high on Burninghouse.
We got kind of a stalemate here. Brody's got it. Brody's got that leg, far side leg, kind of trapped. But Dietzler, or what'd you call that?
I think let's go with Dietzler.
Dietzler is kind of heavy on the top. Brody needs to just finish here.
He's got that leg. He's got to get out of it.
I think by now they would call maybe a stalemate here. Get him back up wrestling again. Got a hard. Dietzler's got a hard face, or cross face. Now they're back out front.
And they got it. 24 seconds to go in the first.
Smokes, Kenny.
A lot of energy wasted.
All right, so we have Brody Burninghouse from Center Point Urbana taking on Nick Dietzler, sophomore, 4-1 from Central Elkader. Some hand fighting again, side to side. Dietzler loves that 2-on-1 grab. If you see, he grabs the wrist and far arm there. Brody's kind of keeping his distance. Brody's in that front headlock. Good first period there for
very
Brody.
exciting. Good match so far. Woo. CPU is up 24-12.
So
2-point line.
I think Brody chose down right away, didn't he? Or did he defer? I didn't see what he. So second period, we have no score. Brody Burninghouse goes down. Straight up hand. Dietzler brings him right back down to the mat. He's got that arm bar off to the side. 2-1. There you go, Brody. Hands, go again. It's kind of that two. Oh, Dietzler's trying to go for that far side cradle, Burke. I don't know if he was going to be able to do much there, but he was trying to work on that far side cradle. Brody's back up to his feet. 2-on-1. Dietzler trips him down, and now, he's got that, caught that arm behind. He's got a partial chicken wing and coming across that near arm. He's got to swim that. Needs to swim that arm out.
Oh boy.
Hold in there, Brody.
Minute left to go in the second period. Dietzler's got an advantageous.
Dietrich caught that hand on the arm on the other side. Kind of got that 2-on-1. Dietrich's kind of high if Brody can roll through here. He's got that other arm trap. There he
there
goes.
it is. There it is,
Kind of
Brody.
bridging out. But again, when you're bridging out, Brody's doing a nice bridge out. 28 seconds left here in the second period. Keep bridging, Brody. Dietzler's he's pretty long here. 10 for Dietzler.
17 seconds to go in the second.
Saw some good things there
Yeah.
from Brody, though.
Entertaining match nonetheless. 24-18 in favor of CPU as we head into the 132 match.
Looks like Gauger's going to get the forfeit here.
Yes, he is.
Pavlik's going to get another, or not another, but we'll get another forfeit here with Pavlik.
30-18. This is like Jack Whitty.
Oh, Jack Whitty, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Jack Whitty.
Still learning those freshmen.
Yep.
It's always a good thing, Burke, if I don't know who they are yet and they're freshmen, right?
Yeah, that's right, Rob. Being the principal, that's right.
Got Grizzy, the old Griswold.
We're going to see a Griswold match tonight. Nope, not yet. Forfeit. 42-18.
We got Will Gearhold.
And he'll get a forfeit at 152.
Tyler Foreman going to get a forfeit here. Nope, looks like we're going to have a match here.
Okay, all right. 48-18 in favor of CPU as we go to the 152 match. Or no, I'm sorry, 160 match.
We'll have Tyler Foreman as soon as they get it loaded here. Tyler Foreman, you want to take a guess here, Burke? Tyler's in a nice little single leg, inside single leg. What does he need to do here, Burke? What have they been doing? What do we need to do here? We've got a tight inside single leg.
He's got to work to get across the body.
Yes.
Not around the corner.
I love the corner. I mean, I like them both, but I just love when they come across and grab that other arm and drive through. Foreman's going to give up the early takedown to Elkader. Sam Elkader, freshman, 1-4 from Central Elkader. Tyler's down early, 2-0.
Nice job in the pronunciation there, Rob.
And working on that Turk series into almost that butcher. I think he gave him some back points there, Burke.
No, it's only 2-0 right now at the score table.
I
So
didn't see.
easily could have been, I thought.
Yep, there's that butcher. He went the wrong way, but he's still gonna. You see where he went the other way, Burke?
Yeah.
He would have worked the other way. And look at Tyler, and Tyler caught
Got
him
the
on
reversal.
it. Tyler caught him on it.
He's making a
Sticking
pin
Tyler.
here, Rob.
Nice. Tyler caught him. He went the wrong. He had the butcher of the Turk there perfectly.
Wow.
But the Central Elkader kid went the wrong way. Tyler caught him and
He's
on
down
his back.
5-0.
Nice job, Tyler Foreman.
54-18 will be the final.
54-18.
CPU victorious.
All right, so after duel number 2 tonight, we have CPU 54, Central Elkader 18, and Anamosa 54, and Washington 12. So we'll start our third duel of the night. I would guess here in about 5-10 minutes. We'll probably have some scramble matches. Burke, do you want to hit the advertisements again? Or what do you wanna do
Absolutely,
here?
yeah.
All right.
What about Flowers by Shayna? They invite you to check out their selection on their Facebook page and website at flowersbyshayna.com. Best of luck to CPU on the mat this year. And Edward Jones and financial advisor Andy Woolridge are proud to support the CPU student body and the area communities of Center Point and Urbana. Best of luck to the Storm Pointers this season. Center Point Foods reminds you to shop local, and you're the winner. Center Point Foods is the proud sponsor, and they're They're proud to sponsor CPU athletics in the area communities. Discerning Wealth is a private wealth advisory practice of Enterprise Financial Services, LLC. They are dedicated to helping you make better financial decisions. Best of luck to CPU this season. And the CPU All Sports Booster Club. They support CPU athletics financially and promoting school pride. Meetings are held the second Wednesday of each month at 6 p.m. in high school room 1230. The Booster Club buys uniforms, they update equipment in the weight room, plus many more purchases to support CPU athletics. They even sponsor a membership drive. They host a homecoming cookout and Little League basketball and wrestling tournaments. Thanks to all who support the CPU All Sports Booster Club, and good luck this season. Centerpoint Bank and Trust. They offer a wide range of banking practices. They're invested in the community, and it all starts with our students. Best of luck to CPU from Centerpoint Bank and Trust. And the Storm Zone Athletic Center. They're a full-service gym offering cardio equipment, circuit and free weights, tanning, personal training, group fitness, massage, and martial arts. Group fitness classes include yoga, cardio kickboxing, bar, work, and more. For more info, visit the Storm Zone Facebook page. And Keystone Savings Banks. They invite you to see them for your mortgage loan needs and check out their CD specials. Keystone Savings Bank is a member of FDIC and an equal opportunity lender. Complete Automotive. They specialize in auto body paint and repair and overall collision work on all vehicles, big and small. Stop in today for a free estimate at Complete Automotive. Centerpoint Insurance. Their mission is to provide each and every client with superior customer service and cost-effective insurance programs tailored to meet their needs, regardless of the size or scope of the business. Their goal is to establish valuable relationships with their clients. That's Centerpoint Insurance. And Centerpoint Family Dentistry. They're a small-town dental practice with small-town touches of caring and personal attention. Best of luck to CPU from Drs. Hickey and Anderson at Centerpoint Family Dentistry. Rob?
No, another good second duel there. Very impressed with Anamosa tonight. Like I said, they've got some nice weights top to bottom. Washington's only brought up, what, about 9 or 10 wrestlers, so you kind of going through the year with some things that are going on, but some good wrestling tonight. I love the scrambles, and even with the bigger weights, you like to see those scrambles and stuff too. So pretty happy with that. And what do we got going on the rest of the week here, Burke? We got anything coming up here?
Absolutely,
any
Rob.
news?
Let's talk about a few rewinds first. From Friday, December 4th, the CPU girls won an exciting game 67-61 here at home, and the boys lost a tough one, although that was tied at halftime at Dyersville. Unfortunately, lost 74-51. On Saturday, the Storm Pointer wrestling team participated in the Williamsburg duels. They finished 1-4, good for 7th place. They beat Eddyville, Blakesburg, and lost 2 close ones to Xavier, Van Meter, Earlham. And
I think we're getting here ready for the flips with Washington and CPU.
a couple things coming up here while we're waiting. Coming up this Thursday, December 10th, the Storm Pointer wrestling team will host Independence in North Fayette Valley. That will start at 6. The Stormcast will be on the air at 5:45. And Friday, the next day, December 11th, our basketball teams will face Makokana, the Cardinals. Girls' lower level games will start at 6, followed by the varsity. The boys will host with lower level games starting at 4:30, 6, and the varsity at 7:30. The boys' game will be on the Stormcast starting 15 minutes before game time. This Saturday, December 12th, the girls' basketball team hosts the always tough Waverly Shell Rock team. The lower level games will start at 2 in the afternoon, the varsity at 5. The Stormcast will be on the air 15 minutes before a game. That will be Brent Winterhoff and myself, Dan Burke. And Monday night, our CPU wrestlers, that's December 14th, Monday night, will go to a tournament at Mitten-Shellsburg. That will start at 5 o'clock, so good luck to our JV guys there. And also on Monday night, the 14th, the high school band concert will be at 6, and the vocal concert at 7, so you'll get to see both there. Tuesday, December 15th, the Storm Pointer basketball teams will play South Tama. The girls are out South Tama. The boys will host the Trojans. Lower level games at 4:30, followed by the varsity sometime around 7:30. So plan to attend or support CPU athletics, Rob.
I think we're getting ready to go here, Burke. Washington and CPU did the flip, and I'm not sure we're going to have any scramble matches here. And we're going to start at weight class 182, and we're going to have Dan Jawan, who
Oh boy, seems like he was just out there.
And he was out there for the full 6 minutes, Burke, so. All right. All right, so we got Dan Juwan taking on Jacob Hill of Washington. Dan Juwan's in on a front headlock. Hill's got a 2 double under here. Juwan's going to keep running that, coming across, maybe coming around the corner. He's got that underarm and a leg here. Juwan's trying to bring it in. If he needs to come across, he needs to just turn the corner there, come across to that double. Or now come across the whole body there. Finish it, Juwan. He's got to finish it. And Hill's going to put some weight on him and turn. Ooh, caught him in a cradle here. We've got a takedown for Hill, and we also got a 3-point takedown, 3 near fall. And we have a pin for Jacob Hill over Dan Juwan. All right, so we're gonna have a forfeit here for Hinkst. And that is at 195. And then we're gonna get a forfeit at 220. Yep, 220. B6 gonna get the forfeit at 220. Caden Neal gonna get the forfeit at a heavyweight. And then we're at the 106. Double forfeit at 106, it looks like. And we're gonna go to 113. And Washington's gonna get the forfeit at 113. And then at 120, we're going to have Cole Whitehead. As soon as they get everything loaded here. We do have some scramble matches going on right now over with Anamosa and Central Elkader. We're going to have a scramble match with one of our wrestlers, Zoe Whitty. We got a takedown with Cole Whitehead. Cole Whitehead is facing Lane Schrock, freshman from Washington. Cole 2-point takedown. Working that 2-on-1. Working that grapevine into a tilt or grapevine coming across. And pin for Cole Whitehead. 15 seconds for 6 points. 126, Brody Burninghouse will get the forfeit, it looks like. Brody Burninghouse for the forfeit at 126. Looks like we have Lucas Gauger with the forfeit. Lucas Gauger with the forfeit. And we're going to be at 138. Looks like Porter Pavlik with the forfeit. And we're going to have a match at 145. It's going to be Dylan Griswold.
Ooh, his first match of the night. I mean, he's at 2 forfeits. Good for him. He's a senior. Love to see Dylan out there getting a match tonight.
Brooke, I know we have Whitty over here on the left-hand side, but I'm not sure who else. I don't remember.
Oh, I think I remember. That might be Michaela Scranton, I believe.
Yep, you're right. All right, so we have Dylan Griswold, 4-4 on the year as a senior, taking on Jacob Miller from Washington. Dylan's on a real tight double leg, but gives it up and comes up. Jacob Miller did a nice job of controlling it. Griswold's in that front headlock.
Michaela Scranton did get the pin over Zoe Whitty with 43 seconds to go in the first period.
Got a good sprawl by Jacob Miller. Nice action packed here. Griswold's in another outside single. Coming across the body here. Nice outside single for Dylan Griswold for the 2-point takedown over Hill of Central Elkader, or excuse me, Washington. Dylan's got a deep half. Oh, went to the full.
Oh, we do have I believe this is a varsity match, Rob, or we are scrambled? I think this might be varsity.
I think this is, no, because we would have started at 182, Burke. So I think this is another scramble match. So we got Griswold and Miller, and Burke, I'll give you, this is going to be kind of loading slow here for me, Coach Burke. By the time I get there, it might be over. We have Sherburne of Central Elkader and Koob from Anamosa.
Okay, right now, Koob just got pinned, so you're right, Rob. First period pin with 49 seconds to go in the first period.
All right, I think we're going to go to varsity matches after this match, Burke. But Griswold is still up 2-1.
Nice job by Nate Sherbaugh.
All right, I think we're varsity matches now. So I think all varsity matches are on. Griswold's got a nice cradle.
Yes, he does.
He's going to get the 2 or 3 point near fall. I'm not sure he can pin him from there, Burke.
Got 25 seconds to go, and he got it.
Griswold with a 6-point pin. Nice job, Dylan Griswold.
3-0 tonight.
Pin over Jacob Miller of Washington. All right, so Griswold is 145, so 152 we'll have Gearhold. And
I think he's going to get a forfeit, I believe.
All right. So then we have Tyler Foreman with the forfeit.
Gearhold wearing a Livestrong wristband. Was made to take it off. That's the rules.
And I like this is Kenny's giving me the business, which is good, because if there was a match out there, he could have disqualified him. So
absolutely.
And that's what's nice about Bob and Kenny with these kids is they talk to them and explain to them different things, which I like. Tyler Foreman with the forfeit.
Teach without lecture.
Yes, absolutely. So 170, Colin Hoskins.
Right now, it's 60-12 right now in favor of CPU. Right now, the CPU boys basketball team has an early lead at the end of the first period, 11-6 over Marion.
Like it.
Wow,
I like
Coach Halleck and the boys.
I still gave Coach Halleck a hard time last year down at the Five Seasons Center, down at the Well, or whatever you want to call it.
Wasn't that a game? Wow.
I think I may have lost a couple of months of my life, and I thought maybe they would charge me the path I wore in the back alley there of walking back and forth. But yeah, what a great game last year of those two good programs.
Well, we got a varsity match going here, Rob, here at 182. Anamosa for Central Elkader. Right now it's 4-1 in favor of Anamosa.
Colin's got the 2-point takedown, working on a half. He needs to come across and lock that elbow or that wrist. Now he's bringing him back across for a cradle, and he's going to get him pinned. Colin Hoskins pin over Chase Griner. Burke, you got here versus Keating.
And we had a pin right about the same time you did, Rob.
Okay.
It looked like Keating got the pin, and Anamosa will take a 6-0 lead over Central Elkader.
Yeah. And I think that's it for Center Point Urbana and Central Elkader, or excuse me, CPU in Washington.
CPU will come away 2-1.
66-12.
Yeah.
66-12. So yeah, they went 2-1. They lost that tough match to Anamosa, that first match of the night, but then they put away Washington 54. Central Elkader 54-18, and put away Washington 66-12. All right, Coach Burke.
We're at a 220 match here on the black mat. Anamosa Central Elkader. Looks like it's going to be Cole Siegler, a sophomore for Anamosa, and Brandon Whittle for Central Elkader.
I'm good.
220-pound match, 12-0 right now in favor of Anamosa.
Don. Yeah. All right, Burke. Well, it means our 3 duels are over tonight. we're going to go ahead and do our closing here tonight.
Okay.
And thank you for joining us on the Stormcast, brought to you by the Sportscast Media Network, home of CPU Athletics. Sponsor for this broadcast were Centerpoint Bank and Trust, the Storm Zone, Keystone Savings Bank, Centerpoint Insurance, Complete Automotive, Centerpoint Family Dentistry, Centerpoint Foods, Flowers by Shayna, Edward Jones, and the financial advisor Andy Woolridge. And the CPU All Sports Booster Club. This is Rob Leibolt and Dan Burke signing off from the CPU Gym. Join us for next Stormcast Thursday night as CPU Wrestlers host Indy and North Fayette, starting at 5:45. Thanks for joining us tonight, and go Storm and Pointers. And Coach Burke, have a great evening, man.
Good job, Rob. Glad wrestling's back. Perfect. You asked me that question. I nailed it. I mean, I remembered it. We were talking about the whole time. You were on fire. You were predicting things.
What question?
You were like predicting things, and you were